Yo, THFC, what's happening? Today is Champions League night, eh? And it's another big game for Thomas Frank. But today I will speak about why do I think the Tottenham Hotspurs fans, the toxic fans some call us, why are we so hard on Thomas Frank? I genuinely think it's because, you see, Ange Postecoglou always had this thing, innit? He liked to play courageous, attacking football. But what he also had is he had no experience in the Premier League. And I think a lot of genuine Tottenham football fans would always give him that little bit benefit of the doubt because he was new to the Premier League. Be it 2 seasons at Tottenham, only in the Premier League. But I think for Thomas Frank now, it's slightly different because this is going to be like his 6th season in the Premier League, I think. Yeah, so you're fully aware of what the Premier League is about. And like for me, it's like this, innit? As a football manager, he played the Chelsea manager last season. Twice. Do you get what I'm saying? So you know how he's going to set Chelsea up. You know what Chelsea's capable of. Be it this Chelsea, the younger squad, or the old Chelsea, John Terry Lampard, etc., coming right up to present day. Yeah? As football fans, we know you know the Premier League. So the excuses what we would have made for Ange, we ain't going to make for you because you're an experienced Premier League manager. And I do think that it's got to be better. Do you know what I mean? Things have got to be better. Now, again, defensively, yes, you have improved the squad. And that's what our problem was, like this time last year. It was defending out games. Yeah? The only thing you've got in your favour is you've got no Kalu, you've got no Madders, you've got no Solanke. No Son. Harry Kane went a long time ago. So, I think that buys you a little bit of time. But, as proven before, innit? If you play to Richie's strengths, which is whipping them in the box, possibly he gets 1 or 2 goals. Same thing with Johnson. We all know Johnson's not the best with the ball at his feet. But one thing is guaranteed with Brendan Johnson. If you put the ball in front of him, yeah, he's going to do right with that ball, or he's going to go and finish. That's not hard. You tell the players, Brendan's out there tonight, put the ball in front of him. Yeah, don't pass it to his feet, because it's just going to come off of him and go to the opposite team. Put the ball in front of him. Let him run onto it. Let him move onto it. And then this problem with the 2 in the midfield, I genuinely believe, yeah, Bentancur is technically better. Paulinho is physically and reading the game wise better. Yeah, so the 2 ain't gonna mix properly unless you have Romero at the back. Because what Romero does is he steps in and one of them drop back and becomes the defender, then he becomes the ball passing defender, ball passing midfielder. So what he does, if they don't step in or he doesn't step up, then what he does, he plays the pass past them. So when he's around, it's fine. And I think it will work if you allow Xabi Simons to be free. Yeah, so he's going to be, obviously you want him to work hard and you want him to chase the ball and whatever, and always make himself available to receive the ball. But it's only going to work with the 2 if you allow him to play like that. If Maddison was around, I genuinely believe Paulinho and Bentancur would not be a problem because you'll have that creativity that's willing to drop deep or stay high to receive the ball on a half turn and go and make plays. So it's just little things. It's just the little things what Thomas Frank needs to do to make this team a better team. For some reason, I think the midfielder's been chopped and changed way too much out of his first 15 games. So they ain't creating no chemistry, no rhythm. Do you understand? They're only looking decent in certain games because they're fairly good footballers. Do you know what I mean? But I think tonight is the time to be courageous. And everyone's saying, is Thomas Frank having a go at the fans or what? Maybe he is. Because I was in the stadium on a Saturday and I was in the West Upper. Yeah? And over there was so bloody quiet that if someone's phone rang at the bottom of the stadium, you could probably hear it ringing. Yeah? Or if somebody dropped a bottle of glass, even though you're not allowed glass in there, you would have heard it smash. Now, there only seems to be one section of fans singing in the stadium. And I'm not sure what side it is, but it's the side opposite the away fans. Yeah, so not opposite as in the upper section, the opposite goal. That's the only side what you heard singing. And even me, yeah, up in the sky, when I heard them singing and clapping, I tried to clap. I tried to sing. Everybody turned around and looking at me like, what are you singing for? And I thought to myself, look at this. This is not good. And are we feeling the repercussions of getting a bigger stadium? Do you know what I mean? Because it seems to me that you've got, what was that stadium before? 30, 32, 36,000? It seems to me like with that additional 30,000 people, yeah, half of them are not regulars. The person I was sitting next to, he said to me, out of the 3 or 4 years that the stadium's been here, this is my first game. And I thought to myself, this is why the fans ain't making no noise. Because it seems like a good 20,000 are not regular attenders. Do you know what I mean? And it needs to be a bit better, innit? Because the fans will always be the 12th man, innit? So, I will say this, innit? Back your boy, Thomas Frank, because he's one of the managers that everybody wanted. Everybody wanted to kick Ange Postecoglou out and bring in Thomas Frank or Areola. We got Thomas Frank, now support him. If you like it or not, be the 12th man. Because we can't rely on the referees in these games. So if you come to the stadium tonight, make some fucking noise. Yeah? Shake up the place and wake up the place. Let the neighbours complain to the council in the morning. That's how much noise I want to hear. And I want to see a courageous team, even though we've got a little injury crisis. But, as I always say, these players will come back. And when they do come back, maybe, just maybe, the other teams around us or amongst us might start getting injuries. Yeah, and then we can capitalise that way. Tonight is a prime example to push ourselves up in that Champions League table. So let's go and get the 3 points. Let's look out for a good performance. And whoever starts, leave everything on the field. Because Saturday, we've got a bigger game. But as always, come on you Spurs.